All right, I don't count down. I just went live. Welcome to the podcast. We are on week 8. Jay says we're switching topics this week. I don't know how we're going to talk about the Black Ops beta, but that's what he wants to talk about. Considering I haven't played it, he hasn't played it. We've only seen people play it. So apparently we're talking about the Black Ops beta.
But first,
But first, what was first?
your news stories, my news stories.
I'm gonna say this story just because and it'll kind of come from the both of us. Jake can chime in if he wants. I want to put a feeler out to Doc. It's
That
real
was
fucked.
my news, yeah.
It's really fucked up what just happened. Somebody just shot at his
Yeah.
house. Let's all hope that whoever did it gets caught. You know what? That's really messed up. No matter how big you are on social media or how famous you are, you should not be your life and your family's life should never be threatened because of it. You know what?
Nope.
These people are crazy, and I hope to God that they catch whoever did it or figure out who did it because that's just messed up.
Yeah, I keep thinking because I was like sitting there, I was like, if you get swatted, I mean that, and you get caught swatting somebody, it's what, like 10 years in prison or something like that.
I don't know. I haven't actually looked up the actual
Something like that.
charges
But like,
first.
but what he's doing is attempted murder is what's technically considered.
They'd probably unfortunately they'd probably could
No, it'd
only
be
charge
attempted
him with
murder.
no because they can't prove he was trying to kill anybody.
No, they do that easily. If you hit the window, they can consider it attempted murder.
No, they can't. Not
So he
unless
was gonna
and
wait for
the only
years.
you have to actually injure someone and fail to murder them for it to be attempted murder.
Mm,
Yes, you do.
not true. Now I have to look up what qualifies attempted murder.
But no, my guess is they'd have to charge him with
What would they? It is.
my guess is they charge him with an unlawful discharge of a firearm. You just linked me.
No.
Oh, they could do a drive-by shooting.
Yeah, which is attempted murder.
No, it's not. It's not the same charge.
But yeah, I mean that's fucked up. I don't know why that's a thought in somebody's head at all. I don't get it. But it is. And it looks bad on the gaming community though. I don't know why.
I don't understand why this is what somebody would do. Like, are you that nuts? Like, I honestly just I couldn't imagine being that crazy that you're gonna go shoot into someone's window. His family lives there. Like, he's got a daughter that could be in that house, and you're gonna come back 2 days in a row and shoot at his house.
But why would he like what did Doc do to deserve that? Because he cheated on his wife? Is that why? Because his wife's fine with it. His wife's still with him. Like,
Yeah,
I don't get that.
I don't know why they would do it. This article I'm reading about drive-by shooting charge, it says it's similar to misconduct involving a weapon and unlawful discharge of a firearm. So the reality is the charge, he might get a little bit of time, but it wouldn't be crazy. Turn Jay up. Okay.
Yeah, Clint.
Oh, it's not capturing you. Oops.
We
We're
let
just-
Clint host one time.
Dude, I connected my I connected my PlayStation, so I had to change my settings for my headphones. Talk.
Hello?
Okay, now you can be heard. That was stupid. My
We
desk.
let Clint host one time.
Wait, why could they not hear? Oh, that's why they couldn't hear you. They have been able to hear you.
They have been.
Yeah, it's coming through my desktop audio like thing, but it's put down because it normally would be.
Yeah.
It's someone who doesn't like his content. I don't know. I can't imagine you would. Is that
Yeah.
better, Drew? Now that I've turned the other audio input off. All full of technical difficulties because of this new PlayStation. Feels bad, man. Oh, news that's gonna really piss you off. My boy Drew, the DM kid, is getting a new computer.
What?
And he is getting one hell of a fucking deal.
Why is that gonna piss me off? I'm fucking happy for him.
No, because your
I'm
PC
not
sucks.
shouting.
And you wish you could pay $750 for a $1,200 computer.
Shut the fuck up. I don't care.
Dude,
I'm happy for him.
Dude, if I could call Pest Merger right now and say I'll give you $800 for that computer, I'd snag it. Because I could resell it for more.
That's because you're a bitch.
Dude, that is
you're trying to ruin somebody's fun.
Dude, that is such a good deal.
For Drew, it's all about your hookups, man.
That is such a good deal. When he sent me the parts list that like Jay edited all the prices because those are the prices that he's like got them for. Where he got a 1070 graphics card for $250 or whatever it's listed for, I don't know, dude. Somebody threw it away at that point.
Fucking wizard.
It's like magical. I can't imagine.
Good for him, dude. Drew's gonna be able to join us. Like, dude, this is gonna be sick.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Why would that piss me off?
Because you got such a good deal and you need a new computer because you suck.
Okay. What's gonna piss me off is if you don't play PS4.
If we can't connect, I won't be able to play. It's that simple. I'll play, but we have to be able to connect.
There's got to be a way to get around that, right?
There's no way on console. I cannot edit my so like at home, I've already gone into my router settings and forwarded a bunch of ports, which are basically what are being like when ports are being blocked, it's what shit like stops your NAT type from going open. So when you forward them and they go through your firewall, then you can get an open NAT type. I can't do anything to the Wi-Fi here. I can't do anything to the internet here.
Why? Do you not have a router in your thing?
I do not. The router's for the whole floor.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Oh. There's routers all over they're probably actually out in the hall, but they're like in the roof. Actually, there's one in my room, but I can't access it.
Why?
Because it's locked. I can't get into it. There's nothing so when you forward ports, you have to go onto your computer and type in like an address and it brings up your router settings. And then you can edit like the ports and stuff. I can't get onto that on this like Wi-Fi on this router.
So like a Wi-Fi thing you can buy?
Unless I bought a wireless router, like a wireless internet access point, and paid every day I played, which would be nuts and like impossible to do.
What do you mean paid every day you play?
There's like wireless, like like the IRL streamers that use like wireless internet like devices.
I didn't know that's what they use. But
yeah, I'd have to get one of those. It's like satellite internet.
So it'd be shitty if it's satellite.
So
couldn't you get like a Wi-Fi extender for your thing and then access?
It won't matter. I still can't access the actual.
Well, I've always been easy to connect to, so I think we should be able to do that.
We'll see.
Now it may suck for other people's hosts, but we'll see.
We'll see. Unfortunately, I think when we played that game, were you living where you are now, or were you at home?
I was living.
Because if you are at home, you could accessing your router at home is super easy. I don't think you'd even be able to access your router settings here at where you live now.
Why not?
Because somebody else owns the property. It's probably just like here.
It's ours.
It's not.
It's set up through us. It's an account we have to Google Fiber.
Then maybe you can.
Yeah. Wait. Question: is that a G Fuel thing behind you?
It is.
Is that the cotton candy, the Keemstar one? I thought you hated Keemstar.
I don't like Keemstar, but the product sounded good.
That's Keemstar. Did you see the commercial for that thing? The Keemstar cotton candy flavor?
What I don't understand is so it says Keemstar on here. Right. Inspired by Keemstar. But it has like this Keemstar logo. Like, I don't know if you can see it.
That is, yeah.
That looks almost exactly like the TK logo.
But that's been his logo forever.
That's nutty. Those logos are so similar. What type of vacuum cleaner do I have? Some cheap ass one. Why are you looking at my vacuum?
Yeah. Dude, I want to get the Dr. Disrespect G Fuel that he just dropped.
Dude, it's so I have enjoyed that. It's like $40 a tub.
For how many drinks?
Like 40 servings, so it's like $1 a drink. Still super expensive.
That sucks for mass buying a drink.
Keep them entertained, Jay.
What are you eating?
No.
On the podcast?
I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day.
You could have stalled for 10 minutes.
Nope, no
fucking
stall.
Bitch.
No stall. Okay. Jay wants to talk about the blackout for COD.
Right.
Here's my problem. I still have yet to play it. I have spent the last 3 days offline playing Spider-Man because it is a tier 1 game and I've been having so much fun.
Is that what you've been doing?
Dude, I've been enjoying just unplugging and playing a game that's really, really fun. It's like I haven't had this much fun just playing a game in a long time.
Yeah.
So my opinion of Blackout is that I've watched it and it looks kind of fun, but I have yet to play it. So
you need to play something in order to tell.
Honestly, yeah, because I can't tell you if there's like mechanics that are like have a problem, if there's like the loot's really hard to find.
You can't tell that from watching a gameplay?
Not really. If Jay hasn't played either. That's why I don't know why he wants to talk about it.
Y'all dumb.
If my opinion so far that I've seen is playing a COD game where you have to shoot far enough that there's bullet delay. That's kind of weird. I'll be honest.
Ooh, that's something I did want to touch on.
What?
There is bullet delay, but there is no bullet drop.
Really?
Yeah, so it's all horizontal.
That's nuts.
It's gonna be. It looks really good.
To be fair, I don't think COD Studio could implement that kind of system with their engine. So
I bet you they could. I bet you they just didn't want to.
I don't think the engine they use would allow it. I think that it would be I guess
if it allows bullet time, then it allows.
I don't know. You'd have to see, but I can't imagine it wouldn't take them months of programming to do it.
Okay.
What else do I have to say about the Blackout beta? I think it's really cool the way that they've implemented the whole map is like all the old like Blackout or Black Ops maps. That is really cool.
It was really cool, yeah.
Some
people were like, "Oh, classic COD copy pasting maps," but no, I really like it.
No, it looks really good, and it's really cool to see because you get to see all these maps that you forget you played on.
That's true.
Drew says he hopes they can keep it fresh and updated throughout the year.
I think they'll be able to.
Here's my problem. They don't have the type of dev time. So, like, the way their dev cycle works is they have 3 years to build this game. So they've worked on this game for 3 years. Theoretically, in the last year, they implemented the Battle Royale because that's when it really started popping off. So they developed the Battle Royale in like a year. But now, the fact that they have to compete and consistently update and keep things new, I don't think it happens. I really enjoy COD, but I know the way that their dev teams and their setup has worked for years. I just don't think that they can do it. I don't think that they can afford to have a team literally working to like they won't be pushing new content all the time. They just won't. It just won't happen. They're gonna They're gonna push maybe some new stuff during the DLC times, but that's about it. And I don't think it's gonna be a new map.
I was watching the Nate Shot Dr. Disrespect stream that's going on right now, which is really fun.
Mm-hmm.
And Nate Shot was talking. He's like, if Call of Duty has 10% of what Fortnite's put in, this game will be the best game ever. Like if they put like 10% of the customization Fortnite's put in, then they'll be the best game ever. Because they don't need it as much as Fortnite did. This game, it looks perfect because I feel like the only thing I've seen that is a problem is how necessary armor is.
Dude,
it's so crazy.
Dude,
how
time to kill is so long. Like I thought the multiplayer time to kill was long, and then I watch people with armor get shot, and it's like, holy fuck, man! Like, how on earth can you justify like needing 10 bullets to kill somebody? I don't need 10 bullets to kill somebody in Fortnite.
Well, the thing it's just Well, you need. Yeah, you do. I mean, an SMG takes 20 bullets if you're spraying them down with an SMG.
An SMG to do 200 damage if you're close and doing 20 damage a shot, it takes 10 bullets. I unloaded a clip into someone yesterday and they didn't die. 35 bullets.
Well, the thing is the level 3 armor takes away 65% of base damage.
Dude, that's like just honestly that's kind of stupid. That's honestly like so unfair. Like there's like certain things that you add in a game that like make it unfair, and armor that works like that where it makes it that takes double the time to kill. It doubles the time to kill, and it's like that's just like insane. That's literally insane.
Yeah.
And it already looks like it takes not that many bullets. Like it takes a lot of bullets to kill in general, based on that number. Like even if it takes with tier 3, it takes a 35 round clip to kill somebody or more. Like even without any armor, it would take half a clip to kill somebody.
It doesn't take that. It honestly, it looks very good. I think they could nerf the armor just a little bit, but it doesn't need that much. It looks really good.
I'll be right back. Keep talking.
No, we're just gonna sit here in silence because Clint's the host. What is he doing? He's looking at his. Do you see him in the TV in the background? He's looking at his balcony, closing it. Now he's walking.
Thought it was going to be dark enough. It was not. I didn't realize how much light bleed I was getting.
Hello.
My thought is the base health is 150. Make tier 1 up to 200, and tier 2 250. Yeah, that would be fine.
I don't know. I don't mind the armor taking away some of the damage because you can always pop it off.
I don't know. It feels like it. Even just watching it feels like it takes too long. Like I've watched people have the drop on someone and they put a lot of bullets into somebody, and then see the problem. Here's the problem. If I have level 3 armor, I don't know how rare it is to find. If I have level 3 armor, I have no fear to push you. You're just dead. Like I'm just gonna run at you no matter what because it takes you so many bullets. It takes you so many bullets to kill me. I just outshoot you.
It's not that big of a thing. Like it actually, I think it's actually really well made personally. Really well. Like it looks so far.
Oh my goodness! It takes 4 seconds to revive.
Oh yeah, the revive is so fast, which is really awesome. The healing while running is really fluid. It has the best water combat of any battle royale so far. It's so good.
I don't like water combat. There's no such thing as water combat. Go look how a gun works. Go try to shoot a gun underwater.
Clint, we don't play games for realism. Go do it in real life. If you want to go do realistic things, okay?
Why would I want a game that is going to let me shoot bullets out of water underwater? Like, come on, man.
Oh, so you just want to, if you have to swim across the river, you just want to be dead like PUBG?
No, just dive. Don't get hit. Bullets don't travel through the water in PUBG. Like they shouldn't, because they don't. All those war movies you used to see where bullets fly through the water, that doesn't happen. Hate to break it to you.
It's about 3 inches.
Go watch Mythbusters. They spoofed it. It was very enjoyable. That was actually probably one of my favorite Mythbusters ever.
Yeah, I never watched too much of Mythbusters.
That's because you're a child. You suck.
No, I didn't watch that much TV until later. But like in PUBG, let's say you have to go into the water and you get hit by zone, you're dead, right?
It depends on how late.
Why you're swimming forward? You can heal. The healing's so. See
now that's like dumb. Like the way the mobility and healing is like almost stupid to me because if I shoot you and I keep the pressure on, there should be no way that you can move and heal or like do anything but hide and heal. But it sounds like in this game you can, which is kind of
you can't. Which it actually you'd think it'd be bad. It makes this game way more fluid and way more fun.
I don't know. I think
it just looks so action packed as well. From what I've been seeing, like just watching games, just you get into so many fights. It's so much fun. Literally, all Doc and Nate are doing their sitting there like, man, this game's amazing. Where's this game been? We needed this game. I can't believe this is real.
We'll see how long
it's the killer of PUBG officially.
I don't think so.
And Fortnite, I don't think it kills Fortnite, but Fortnite becomes the new PUBG where it's second on the list.
I don't agree with that either. I don't think anything's gonna dethrone Fortnite. I don't care how many streamers play it; it won't dethrone Fortnite. You cannot argue with a free to play game.
Yeah, you can have a good one. Have a good game.
It doesn't matter. You have a great free to play game. So why? How do you think even a good or even a great pay to play game is going to compete?
Proper game mechanics, fun action. I don't know.
People love Fortnite. That's why that still has millions of players.
I feel like it's dying down.
I think people are getting bored, but I don't think that it's like I don't think by any means it's dying.
That is the first start of dying. Is getting bored.
I think that, you know what, they'll the next season will come and people will be just as excited.
Were people as excited for World War II?
No. Not even close.
You can lose it.
The COD community is so much smaller than you want to make it seem. Like,
not now. Not now, I don't think.
Even now, it's like there's just no way to compete with a free-to-play game that plays really fucking well on all consoles and all PCs, and it's cross-platform.
So
there's
do you not
chance
think that
this battle royale. I don't think that. So like, I think streamers have a lot of power to the success of a game, especially today. Like, if more big streamers played PUBG, it wouldn't have died. So like, it's still not dead. There's still a lot of people that play it, but it wouldn't be as low as it is now. But I don't think that you can sit there, like, there's just nothing that has the same options as Fortnite. There's not a single game in the world that I can play with friends on a different console if I'm on PC. I can play on any console and it plays great for free. It just, there's nothing that offers that. Nothing.
It's fine. I mean, but people still will eventually run out. But I mean, I still think Fortnite has its own unique fan base, and it's oh no, I'm sneezing. Ugh. But like, I'm looking at the streamers because I think streamers play a big part, right, of it.
Yeah.
The streamers will come over to Call of Duty, and I think permanently.
I don't know, because I don't.
Dr. Disrespect will for sure.
I think that they're going to get bored of the game when they realize that they have such, like, if you're telling me they need 10% of what Fortnite has of their releases and stuff, they won't even have that, because I can assure you they get 3 DLCs. There's going to be maybe additions on one of them.
I think Call of Duty changes up that style.
The Battle Royale, I don't think they do. I don't think that they're going to be able to keep up with the demand, with the high demand. Because look at how needy people are now. Look at a game like PUBG. We played H1 for over a year and didn't get a single weapon. They made a minor tweak to the map. People didn't say shit. They complained. They kept playing. PUBG comes out. Within the first month and a half, they release a new map. Within the first month and a half, they've released 3 guns. People are ecstatic. It's unheard of. And then they realize that that's an unrealistic thing to keep up when you have an engine as demanding as I think they're using the Frostbite engine. Whatever engine they're using, they have a lot of work that needs to go into it to keep it running well. And then you have a game like Fortnite. Fortnite comes out of nowhere, can drop new guns whenever they fucking feel like it, can put in whatever they want without the game having a hiccup. They never have to worry about anything.
Wait. You're telling this to Call of Duty, supply drop kings.
Yes, congratulations.
They were the original release new content every week, sort of, dev studio.
Also pay to buy, like, you have to pay to get that content.
You have to pay to get that content for Fortnite too.
No, you don't. I can use any gun at any time. That's my argument. So like, COD is a fucking sellout game. COD will put a new gun in a fucking loot box. So I can't use it on multiplayer unless I pay to get a random chance to get it. I can just go play Fortnite and they'll drop.
Blackout, though.
That's why I don't think that they're going to put the new guns in the Blackout. I just don't think they're going to put them in. I think that Activision is going to put their foot down and say, you know what? You want to put new guns in? You go ahead. But they have to be in loot boxes because we want to make our money. and they're just gonna have to fucking bend over and do nothing, and that's what they're gonna have to do.
I think Activision's smarter than that.
I don't, because if they were smarter than that, they would have stopped it 2 games ago. Because I hate to break it to you, but the loot box system was part of the reason that COD died. Because people were sick and fucking tired in Black Ops 3 of going into lobbies and getting killed by guns that were better than theirs because some little 12-year-old can use mommy's credit card and put $300 into loot boxes and get a good gun.
Right. It's true. I will agree that did kill some Call of Duty. I don't. We'll have to see how they do their system this year. If they do it the same, I agree it won't last too long. But I think if they update it to the times, then I think they could do.
I just don't think that, and I don't think that like 10% of what Fortnite is a lot of fucking content. PUBG putting out a new gun every couple of months isn't even like 1%. Fortnite drops a new gun every 3 weeks. It's nuts. At least once a month they drop a new gun. So
see, Call of Duty was releasing 3 new skins a week. Was releasing a melee weapon and a new weapon every 2 weeks. They were doing that easily. They got to the point, like if you look at Black Ops 3, there's almost double DLC weapons to original weapons. Just like Fortnite now.
For what? In what COD?
Black Ops 3.
I don't think, how many DLC guns did they end up adding?
So many. They added so many DLC weapons. I think it was crazy. It was crazy the amount of DLC weapons, including knives, actually. If you don't include the knives.
Can't find an article that lists them.
There was a lot.
Category called Black Ops 3 weapons. Specialist weapons, specials. I know there were a lot, but I don't know how many they ended up adding. But I don't know if there were more at the end. But like a lot of those were like knives, like useless things that don't matter.
Right, but so there's so many. The same thing with Fortnite. Pickaxes are the same thing, right?
Drew says if COD actually wants to own the BR space and overthrow PUBG, they need to make it free. Fortnite.
They're gonna overthrow PUBG easily. Oh, easily.
Yeah,
PUBG's gone.
And then it says Fortnite will never be overtaken in the BR space. It's too big. That I agree with. I think that I don't think that you understand how hard it is to compete with the constant, ever-changing Fortnite. Like they literally
did Halo stay the top FPS of all time?
No, but they also didn't push content every fucking 3 weeks. They literally
but even then, even if Halo released new content every day, it doesn't matter.
Fortnite's map now, while it is the same base like layout, the map is completely different than when I first started playing. There's nothing about it that's almost the same.
It's true.
So,
but people get bored. People are gonna get bored. You get bored of playing this same game over and over.
I think
no matter if there's a new map, a new gun, a new thing.
See, my argument to you there is that you say people are going to get bored. People get bored when there's nothing new coming out. When I have to play the same old thing every day for months and months and months, there's nothing new. That's why like people got annoyed with H1, a game that just got stale, but yet it was still super fun to play. But it was just would get stale, and then PUBG comes out and they are actually releasing new content, keeping things interesting, keeping things changing, and then they didn't keep up with the crazy demand of crazy people. So then Fortnite comes out, and now there's the map changes every 10 weeks. There's new guns every like 2.5 weeks. There's new items that drop all the time. It's just like the amount of content.
Right, but even if you are seeking that new content, it's like, oh, I found the new gun, I used it. Oh, it's not that special. Okay, I'm done.
I think that it does, because look at the way the game's changed. It used to be that you ran double pump shotguns. It's almost useless to run a shotgun now. So like the game and the way the game plays constantly changes, keeping it interesting. People might not agree that they like the way the game plays right now, but it's new and it's different. And you know what? It's a completely new game style you have to learn. Keeping the game interesting, keeping people playing it.
I mean, I think what's going to happen is once Call of Duty comes out, I think Fortnite stays at a base 80,000 viewers at all times, but I don't think it stays the top game in the battle royale genre. I think Call of Duty takes it over.
I think that
Because Call of Duty,
Ninja's gonna keep pulling 100,000 viewers, and
no, he won't. He has. When was the last time he hit 100,000 viewers? He doesn't hit
sometime last
100,000
week.
viewers ever
Yeah, he does.
anymore. Hardly ever.
Plenty often.
It's been a while.
No, he just hit he was just hitting 100,000 viewers a couple days ago.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's a special event, he doesn't usually pull 100,000. He's down to like 80, 70.
I think he's averaging about 85, 90.
No way.
But I think that you thinking that there's going to be 80,000 viewers on Fortnite, I think you're nuts.
I think it'll drop down to that. Because Tim the Tap Man was talking about it. Tim the Tap Man was like, man, I've really missed this. I really like COD. Because Tim was an original COD streamer back in Black Ops 2. And he kind of missed it until now. And he came back, he's like, oh, I really miss COD. This is the game. So we're going to have Tim the Tap Man, who I didn't think was going to. We're going to have Shroud. We're going to have
no
Dr.
way
Disrespect,
Tim sticks on Black Ops.
I think Tim switches back and forth between them.
I think Nick Merck stays on Fortnite if he's smart. I think that, you know what, he'll lose viewership. I don't think COD is nearly as the only thing exciting for the base Twitch community that loves these BR like strategies right now is the fact that Black Ops has a BR, and the BR alone cannot sustain the game. I don't think it can. You know
That's why I don't think Fortnite can sustain either, because at the end of the day, it's just a battle royale. But we're talking about Call of Duty, who people have loved for their multiplayer, for their zombies, and then they've added in this badass battle royale on top of it. That game's going to be unbeatable. Man.
I think that it's
going to be one of the best Call of Duties for years.
The keyword have loved their multiplayer. Like, I don't know very many people that like sit there and are excited about COD's multiplayer lately. Not a single person. The pros that play it hate it. The pros that play it, Courage and Tim won't leave Fortnite. Drew agrees with me. I don't think they will. I think they look at right now. Look at right now on Twitch. Right now on Twitch, there's not a single big time Fortnite player playing Fortnite. There might be one that, you know, it doesn't have a PlayStation. Cypher's playing. Okay, he's probably the biggest. And then there's like these still big guys, but not as big. Scissors playing, Distortion's playing. These are the not top of the tier Fortnite players that aren't pulling 30,000 viewers, and there are how many of those that exist? And the game still has more viewership than Blackout, which is what all of those top tier Fortnite players are playing right now.
No, they're not.
Doc's playing. Doc is hosting, has over half the viewership of Black Ops 4. Nadeshot has another eighth of it. And then you look at this. You have Marksman playing, Courage playing. Courage isn't even like I just don't think
Courage is getting as many as he does on Fortnite. So is Marksman.
And he's getting a tenth of the viewership. So it's like, they still aren't past. What?
Who's getting a tenth of the viewership?
Courage is probably going between 7 and 8K viewership right now.
That's about what he usually gets at Fortnite.
So yes, he's getting an eighth of the viewership.
The eighth of the viewership.
A tenth of the viewership of Black Ops 4 total right now. Black Ops 4 has 80,000 viewers right now.
Okay.
So to sit there and say
then Shroud gets on, that goes up by 80,000.
I don't.
Tim the Tap Man goes on there.
Shroud doesn't get 80,000 viewers.
Shroud's been getting that the past 3 days playing this game. Okay.
Definitely
Shroud,
has not.
Doc got over 100K the other day. Doc's been getting over 50K at all times, but was over 100K at one point. There's been some crazy number. Blackout was at 350,000 live viewers yesterday. 350,000.
And now the next day, with all these big time people still playing it, it's at 90,000. I think
there's no one big time playing it.
Doc is going to be the biggest face of the game.
So Shroud is.
If Shroud isn't playing it now, I don't think he's going to play it full time.
What do you mean? There's a reason he's not playing it right now. It's because it's on PS4. Wait till it gets on PC.
He has it on PS4. He could still be playing it.
Right. He sucks at he hates console. He said that. He's just waiting for it to be on PC. He loves the game. He on console he was getting over 100,000.
I don't think there's anything. There's no way a $60.
Fortnite's gonna have its base one.
I don't think there's no way that game ever dethrones Fortnite. There's just no way, because you're gonna sit there and like. So I want to go watch the COD BR. Okay, I go to the COD section. They're all gonna have to be playing it. If Nick Merckx is smart, he won't change, because Nick Merckx is gonna end up getting sucked back into the competitive lifestyle where he tries to play tournaments and shit on multiplayer, and that's gonna hurt his viewership.
Oh, Keemstar said he's gonna be doing the Friday Blackout tournaments.
Yeah, I know, because Fortnite won't let him fucking run tournaments anymore, which makes no sense.
Dumb. Yeah, which is dumb.
Drew wants to put his opinion in. He's asking if he can call in.
Come on in. Do you want me to add him in?
Yeah, I don't know how to add someone. Yeah, Shroud's averaging about 30,000 viewers.
He's averaging about how much on this game?
His average right now is 35,000 viewers.
Overall, I'm talking about the last on the Blackout.
Lost Jay's webcam.
Oh no!
You guys need to start using Skype for webcam.
I don't have Skype, dude.
I'm gonna turn
my
my
webcam's gone.
Look at my beautiful face.
Perfect.
Where are you? I'm even wearing my polo.
Nice, and a COD chance thing in the back. What's up?
What's up?
Still not loading, Jay.
It's okay. Continue on. It'll figure itself out.
All right. So, Jay, first off, you've never been more wrong in your entire life.
Yeah, you're full of shit.
Damn.
I just looked it up. Shroud averages 34,000 viewers.
Okay.
Saying Shroud's gonna go up by 80K. He's going up by 80K the last 2 days because it's a new fucking game. That happens every single time. Every new game that comes out.
Doc didn't get over 100K yesterday.
Doc did get over 100K yesterday.
Okay. And
is that was only for a brief
tripling his viewers?
What?
Right now? He's tripling his viewers right now.
I wouldn't say he's really tripling. I'm not sure.
What's he at right now?
What does Doc average?
Doc averages like 22, 21. He's up with Summit at that little area. I think Summit might
falling off right now.
That's true, but I mean that's because he can't find a game to save his life.
Playing Destiny, dude, feels bad. Doc right now is at 60,000 viewers, which is half of what it was at yesterday. Which means that there's already half the amount of people that are willing to watch that game, because everyone wants to jump on and watch it when it's brand new.
Yeah, it's a brand new game.
Fortnite is gonna get boring. Mark my fucking words.
It won't. The thing is, it might get boring. It might get boring to you. It might get boring to you. But there are so many people out there that can't go out and spend $60 on a damn game. What
do you think kids did before Fortnite? Fortnite was like the first free one.
Yes, but now they have access to a free game.
The only way Call of Duty stays at the top in the BR is, one, if they update it, and two, if they make it fucking free. You have so many. Fortnite has one BR, and it's never going to be top.
You're talking like PUBG and H1 were free. They're not. They were still popular.
They weren't.
But they also weren't $60. Neither one of those games are $60.
PUBG at
you know Call of Duty always sell like Call of Duty Black Ops 3s that you could just buy their multiplayer for $20.
Maybe
I bet they do the same thing for
definitely not on console.
Not on console. They didn't do it on console. But that's where this livelihood is in PC.
See, I think it does. Fortnite is on console, right? And PC, and it's free. It's also on Switch and on your phone.
Right. So is every mobile app in America. They're free.
It appeals to kids and people who can't go out and spend $60 on a game. They're going to win because of that.
I think that it's a marathon, man. They're not going to be able to win.
They've already won.
People have already talked about this is the worst Fortnite season yet.
The worst season. It's because
It's
people were
only
bored of
gotten
it
worse.
because it was over the summer and no games come out over the summer. So everyone was playing Fortnite the entire summer.
So now that they're
now
gonna play
people
it
are
out.
gonna start-
It's gonna stay. It's gonna be like PUBG. It's still gonna have a viewership, but it's not gonna be like it is now.
Name the 3 top creators that will be on Blackout.
3 top creators: Shroud, Doctor
Shroud will not be on
Disrespect.
Blackout the whole time.
Yes, he will.
He'll get
Who-
bored
No,
of
he
it.
won't.
100% he'll
play?
get bored of it. I think that he's
Shroud,
I think
Shroud
he'll
will
enjoy
bounce
it for a little
between
bit, but
COD,
then he'll get bored of it.
PUBG, and then he'll also probably integrate Fortnite and new games that come out occasionally.
No. Shroud becomes Shroud takes Call of Duty like he takes PUBG. He goes full in on it. Same with Doctor. Doctor for sure is.
Doc will
Doctor's
bounce
the one for sure.
Doc will not go full over. He'll go over.
No,
he
I
does.
think Doc
Doc
will.
will.
If you
Doc
haven't,
already
so if you
said
haven't
See,
noticed,
the
Doc
reason
is
I
not
say
a,
that is Doc already has announced plans to host tournaments with large creators for PUBG. So
But he's
Wow.
still
not-
gonna
he's-
go full time.
He's not just gonna throw those out the window. He's still gonna play PUBG.
He said this entire he's been since he's been streaming. He's like, this game is the game. I'm so excited for its release. PC is gonna be incredible.
Yeah.
So excited.
Yeah, he's gonna play it a lot, but it's
It's
not
gonna
gonna be
be
a full time switch. I
Oh
guarantee
yeah.
you that.
I just don't.
So-
I don't.
I think
So
it'd be like
just-
you know how
you just
Doc
named-
barely plays Fortnite.
You
like that.
just named at most 60,000 viewers.
At most, Shroud's gonna pull more than that. Shroud, you say 34. He's been
Shroud
up in the
averages
50s for
34.
a while.
No. Shroud has been at about 30 for the last over a month.
Shroud has 50,000 subscribers, but he does not average 50,000 viewers. Look at the metrics.
I watch Shroud a lot. Like I watch him a
Shroud
lot.
will
I
kick
know
you
what
from this call so fast. Don't
I-
you ever say, "Look at the metrics" to my face.
Look at the
You
metrics.
understand me? You understand me?
There's
do
actual
not-
metrics out there for you to look at this. Instead
Okay,
of just
he gets
saying
the
a
cheap
number.
deal on a PC. Now I think he's hot shit. Okay.
No,
look at the
go look
metrics
at the
looking
numbers.
at.
People keep tracks of these stats. I'm not just
Okay.
making this shit up.
Fucking
Simple-
fine.
It's a simple Google search. Shroud average viewers. You're gonna find 34,000. Can't wait to hear this reaction. I'm gonna be honest.
Last year's was 34,000. Dip ass.
Keep looking. Keep looking. What's his average viewer? Yeah, I'm telling you, he has 22,000 right now. And
I'm looking at it right now. I see his peaks.
I shall continue. But the reason Fortnite will continue to stay at the top is one, they keep putting out content. Two,
Yes,
they
it
have
is.
literally the top streamers on the entire platform. They have Ninja, who will never leave Fortnite.
That's baloney.
You think Ninja's gonna leave Fortnite?
I think it's definitely a possibility.
Ninja bounces off Fortnite, he loses 80% of his revenue. Not 80%, probably 60% of his revenue.
Have you-
Okay,
do you guys not know how
here's
Twitch
my opinion.
works?
Here's my opinion on Ninja leaving Fortnite. Eventually, no matter how good the game is, the game will get boring for just about anybody, including
it's
Ninja.
boring for him.
There is
Yeah.
going to come a time when he gets off. It's not like he's not gonna know, like he's gonna get off of it knowing like, shoot, I'll never, like there's just never, I don't think there might never be another game that gets the kind of crazy stupid viewership numbers that
will
Fortnite
never be.
got.
No. You guys think it's gonna go all the way up to Fortnite viewership and then it's gonna go back down to normal once Fortnite's gone? No, Fortnite's boosted Twitch to this amount of viewership, and Twitch is gonna stay at that viewership no matter what game's at top. Twitch is that big of a platform now.
I'm
Fortnite
just
has pushed
saying-
it there, but
I'm just saying, COD is never going to be that top game. And it won't.
you guys act like Fortnite's just this juggernaut that can never be beaten.
In the VR space, it can't.
The BR space is gonna die also. Soon.
That's a whole
Eventually,
different topic.
eventually, but like
once the
but-
AAA's, once Call of Duty gets their hands on a BR.
they have
game.
it, and they won't be able to produce the amount of content that Fortnite can.
You
Which is not
guys,
gonna
you
keep it
guys talk
interesting.
way too much about this content. This content is not the biggest key to success.
Content
You gotta
keeps the
have a
game
base.
fresh. Content makes you money.
Right, but
Content
you have to have a good game at the
just
base.
keeps it flowing. Fortnite's a great game. It's not even just a good game. It's one of the best games that's ever been made. It's game of the year.
Man, it's hard to talk to you guys when you guys just suck the dick of Fortnite, man.
It's an
can't even
amazing game. How do
You
you
can't
argue
even
with it?
argue. Fortnite is the game of the year. If you don't think Fortnite's game of the year,
Of course,
you're
it's the
delusional.
fucking game of the year.
It-
Okay,
it-
Dr.
it
Disrespect
has
was the
won.
streamer of the year. It will change.
Fortnite will not be game of the year next year. I'll give you that. But it's still going to be that top game because
it's gonna
they
be
on Twitch specifically. One, because first off, their player count's unbelievably high.
I think the
Still.
point here is that Fortnite is going to be the top as long as BRs are a thing. I hate to break it to you.
Yeah.
Until
no
someone,
chance. No.
It might drop down. I'll give you.
Who's
Fortnite
gonna
will
come
not
out
be
with
the
a
top game.
Fortnite? What AAA title that can turn a game around as fast as Fortnite did? Fortnite took what was not a BR and made it a BR in months. Not even months,
Call of
probably
Duty.
weeks. And they sit there. COD needs 3 years to develop a game. Jay?
But you think they took all 3 years to develop the battle royale?
No, they didn't.
No chance.
They didn't. But I'll tell you,
They got that idea about a year and a half ago, I bet.
I'll give you that Fortnite will not be the top game the week that Call of Duty comes out. You happy with that?
Fortnite
Maybe for
will-
like 3 days. Maybe.
Fortnite will not be the top battle royale game by the end of this year.
I
By the end of
disagree.
the
That I
year?
disagree with because
By
nobody's
the
gonna
end of this year.
nobody's gonna come out with a game that
I don't think any battle. So what are the two battle royales that are about to come out? Well, first off, people thought that about Realm Royale. Realm Royale is like in the 1,000
Realm
years.
Royale.
Realm
it's trash.
Royale. Well, Realm Royale has it's actually funny because I talk with a lot of Realm players. Realm Royale has a problem of they released a really creative and really new game experience, and then they literally took it all away. So if you don't
Yep.
know right now, Realm Royale was the only class-based battle
Yeah.
royale experience in the entire genre. It was new, it was enjoyable. They took classes away. The one thing that set you apart, they took them away.
Yep, they did.
Realm Royale also, but I'm talking like Epic Games is not a AAA title or dev studio. I mean,
Now they are. Based on how big they are, hell yeah, they are.
but they
Yeah.
were why they were designed. We're gonna get the best game.
They already
designers making
were.
battle royale.
Epic
I hate to
made,
break
like,
it to you, but
Epic
this
made Gears.
a non. I don't
Jay,
think.
did you know
I
that?
don't think that Epic. I don't think Epic Games can be considered a.
They made
AAA.
Gear. They made Gears.
I don't think were they the main dev studio on Gears?
Yes, they made the first two Gears. They're a AAA studio. They always have been. Look at the games they've made. They're a great studio. They fell off for a little bit, but
So my guess is after Gears. After Gears 3, they must have lost a bunch of their dev team, or had
Yeah.
no game ideas.
They made a.
Because they
made
didn't
a
come out
mobile
with a
app called
single
Infinity
big-
Blade.
They didn't come out with a single like top level game, like a AAA title game, until they released Fortnite, which arguably the original Fortnite wasn't even
Well,
a AAA developed game.
they
It wasn't.
Nobody was
Yeah.
gonna. Nobody really enjoys the original. Like Fortnite. Just
My friends actually bought it, but it was,
I know
it
people
was
that
like,
bought it,
oh,
but
it's
they
not that
like
good.
enjoyed it for a little bit, but it wasn't like a gonna be great game. And then they released BR out of nowhere, which I
Yes, they did.
still claim that they threw that BR together in no time flat.
I think
Jay,
I read an
Jay's
article that it
webcam
took,
has
like, 2
died.
months.
I don't know why it won't load.
I don't know why it won't load either.
Do you have
Unplug it and plug it back in.
Streamlabs open?
No.
Then I don't know what to
Unplug
tell
it
you.
and plug it back in. I was just reading an article. I think they put away. I think they put that BR together in 2 months.
I do too. That's what I think. It took them no time flat.
And I just, Jay, I just don't know how you possibly think that you think a game that costs $60 is going to be the top of Twitch for an entire year.
See, that's just people being dumb, to be honest.
What
Because
part about that's dumb? $60 is not a little bit of money.
how much is how out of the three of us, how much have we spent on Fortnite?
Well, I've spent more, but
Yeah.
the average person hasn't.
I spent under $60.
Are you kidding? You spent $160. I spent $100, and Clint
I said-
spent.
I have spent under 100 and under 60, not 160.
Jay, we're
$160.
also in a very peculiar space of being streamers that want that content to put out to your viewers.
Right,
Most
but
people
go
won't buy
into a
those
lobby.
skins.
There is no skins. There are none of them.
Yes, there are
Fortnite-
also hundreds of skins
Fortnite-
that cost you $10 for the battle pass.
Fortnite makes 300 million a month.
My roommate that just moved in lives right next door to me. Okay, he's just a casual player on Xbox. Probably has 6 or 7 $20 skins.
Yeah, Fortnite
At
makes
least.
300 million a month.
Fortnite, like that's people saying, "Oh, I don't want to buy a $60 game, but I'll invest $130 into this free game, and it's still free." Okay, like that's just people being dumb. I think you'll still. I think Call of Duty. It's going to be the best Call of Duty so far, and I
don't think that
with Fortnite
I don't
dying
think
down,
that
it
the
passes it up.
BR just won't dethrone even the whole game in general. After the first couple days of it being out, all the main Fortnite players are gonna go back to playing Fortnite because that's what they're on, and it's gonna be that simple.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, you'll have Ninja hop over there for a little bit. He'll average 50,000 viewers.
No way. He'll average 120 with a new
Not
game.
not on COD. Not on COD. His viewership's too young. Ninja's demographic is too young. Ninja will never leave Fortnite for that until Fortnite dies.
People follow viewership, and I think once COD shows that
The
it
thing
has
is,
viewership,
Ninja's
people will go to it.
Ninja's demographic is too young. They won't.
I don't think
Tim's
that
will.
any younger players look forward to COD. I don't think that they do.
You guys know what COD was stood for, right? Children's Online Daycare.
Yes, 5-10 years ago.
Ninja had a PG
Not lately.
himself because of
It's
the
been
parents
three-
that
it-
contacted him.
It's been 3 to 5 years between, like, since COD's been like great.
You'll have Tim and Courage to hop over for could be the majority of their time for a couple months.
No, I think so. Here's my opinion. I think that
But
even
they'll still
Tim
play Fortnite.
Tim has switched to Fortnite and his viewership has been popping off again.
I
So
know.
you're gonna have everybody that all this. So the first week, maybe the first 2 weeks of COD's release, you're gonna have just a big jump over, and it's all gonna be temporary because you know what? Everyone's gonna try the game out. They're gonna see what it's like, but then they're gonna switch back because it's not gonna hold them. They don't. They're not COD players, so they're not gonna like. Other than Courage, like that. Like none of them came from COD. Like hey,
Tim came from COD.
Tim hasn't played COD on stream in years, though. That's my point. His viewership would
even
eat him
morning-
alive. It would eat him alive to switch to COD.
Even this morning, Tim played. Tim didn't play COD. He played Fortnite.
Hmm?
Lupo hasn't switched.
I don't know where Lupo came from.
Lupo came from Destiny and PUBG.
Feels bad, man. Destiny.
I just think at the end of the day, you're not gonna have people that hop the train. I think you'll have it for a temporary time, and I think you'll see COD. You'll probably see COD in the 50,000 viewer range
Oh,
throughout
I
the
think-
entire year.
I think they'll be up above 100K at all times.
Dude, even like you used to look at like the games that are on like Twitch right now. Like most of those games aren't at that level right now.
What games are at that level?
Let's see here. Right now, Fortnite's the
browsing.
most popular game on Twitch.
Jay, my biggest problem with
Fortnite-
your argument is this: that you said once a AAA title gets a hold of a BR. Okay, COD did it. The problem is that a AAA title. So how is it that a AAA platform like COD can't produce more content than these other guys? I don't know, but I bet you $150 that we maybe see one map come out of a DLC for the new for
Dude,
the
No,
Blackout.
I don't think
again,
it's him.
Call of Duty comes out with more content than any studio.
I don't think Call of Duty is gonna take any map. I think they're gonna do what Fortnite does, but not as good. I think they'll just add a new POI and an update.
Maybe. Yeah, that I can
See-
see. I just don't think they have the time to like they don't want to put enough into it because my guess is that they're just like a lot of dev studios that they see BR as a trend and it's gonna end. They're gonna keep they're gonna keep with what they know and they're gonna keep grinding out what they know works.
that's why I think Call of Duty can go, is because they have more than just a BR. They're gonna have a kick-ass BR, but there's also gonna be the Call of Duty multiplayer that you love and the zombies that you love playing with friends. It's
Jay,
gonna have everything.
people don't love COD multiplayer anymore. That's my point. Is like the community as a whole doesn't enjoy COD's multiplayer anymore. It's been a long time since they've enjoyed COD's multiplayer. World War
So
II, people were like didn't like to play because they thought, oh yay, finally boots on the ground. It still sucked.
Okay, everybody I could have told you that World War II is gonna suck. All those old games suck.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna bounce and let you guys finish up your conversation in the podcast. Thanks for having me on.
All right, man.
Yeah,
you have a
have a
nice
good
day.
Now they get to look at Clint only.
I mean, to be fair, they couldn't see Drew. I'm changing up I'm making a second display capture so that if we have someone on, I can just capture our faces. They'll just be a little blurred.
Cool. Is it gonna work? I don't think it's gonna work. We'll just go like that. I think Blackouts does more than you guys think because I think it brings back streamers. I think Nick Merckx would be dumb to switch, but I think he will.
I don't think he will. I don't think that, you know what, as long as he can keep playing with the top of the top like PC players on fucking while he still doesn't have to get off of his PlayStation, because Nick Merckx is never going to get off PlayStation streaming. He just won't. Why? I don't really understand. But
so when Fortnite dies, Call of Duty's perfect.
Yes, but that's when Fortnite dies. Nobody has any clue when that's ever going to happen, if it's going to happen.
People said H1 would never die. It did not take long.
No. People didn't say H1 would never die. Ninja said it, but Ninja was also a fool back then.
Jay, Nick Merckx is never switching.
You're not a real N fam then.
I am. I've talked to him. He's not switching.
You talked to him?
Yeah, I DM'd him actually. Yeah, he deleted all his YouTube videos on his channel from Call of Duty. The dude has made it clear he might go over and try the BR, but he's never going back to Call of Duty full time. Fortnite gave him, he said, Fortnite has given me way too much for me to go away from them. Nick's the type of guy that you scratch his back, he scratches yours. He's going to stay on Fortnite. Hell, last night, he was the only streamer, like big streamer playing Fortnite. The dude had like 45,000 viewers. Like yeah, he's not leaving. He's not leaving. And COD had 5,000. He's not bouncing. That's it.
Okay. I think that covers all I want to cover, really.
Most CODs die after 5 months. Fortnite is over 1 year old and still thriving. Very true.
It wasn't thriving for a year, though. That's bullshit. It's only been thriving for about 7 months.
No, it's been longer. It's definitely been longer.
Because it didn't get popular. No, it's been less than that. Because it came out in August, okay? Didn't get popular till April. March, April. It did not get popular till then.
It's been a long time. I don't know
I
don't know the exact
5 months,
date when
6
Ninja
months.
switched over.
It's been 5 or 6 months. Is it? The game's been out for a year and a month, but it's only been popular since March or April, which is 4 or 5 months. Or, I mean, 5 or 6 months, or 6 or 7 months.
I don't know. I don't think it's been 5. I think it's been more like 8 months. It's been a long time.
Yeah, that's all I really wanted to cover on that. I think it'll be better than you guys are giving it credit for.
I just think that I think that you have an inflated vision of COD's community size, because all those people that used to love COD are now old. Like, they're old. They're old people. I'm turning 24 this year, and I grew up in the fucking prime of COD, and I've seen it die. I don't look forward to Call of Duty anymore, and most people don't look forward to Call of Duty anymore. I hope that I hope that Black Ops 4 is good. I really do. But the problem is there's not a story mode, So I don't get a single player experience, and there's still a lot of, surprisingly, there's not as many as there used to be, but there are a lot of people that really enjoy a single player experience. They killed themselves by not doing one. You had 3 years to develop a game. You couldn't do a story mode. You threw a BR in that I know you didn't work on for more than a year because they saw Fortnite expand and they said, you know what, we have to have a BR. So they threw they threw a BR in last minute. They have a multiplayer that if they're like any other COD, there's going to be major issues in the multiplayer for the first 2 months. I hope to God that's wrong, but the last 3 COD experiences I've had, within the first 2 months, something major is broken about the matchmaking. Whether it's something as simple as, how is it that when you go 2 months without getting fucking a combat record? Like, what do you mean? AAA title?
Okay, I've lost faith in Infinity Ward. I've never had a problem with Treyarch. Treyarch's always been fucking credible. Treyarch's never had a problem.
See, here's my problem with Treyarch. The last never lets you Black down. Ops 3, you can say that, but I remember specifically Black Ops 3 release, everybody was gangbusters upset. Advanced movement, this sucks. Boo-hoo. It took 3 months, 4 months into the game of people realizing, wow, this isn't overpowered. It's kind of enjoyable to play this fast and like play this this nimble. You know what? It's actually kind of enjoyable. It took months into the game before people started enjoying it.
That's just people being dumb.
That I disagree with. I think that, you know what, it took months before Black Ops 3 was seen as a decent game.
Look at every streamer that has played it so far and see how almost giddy, I would say, they are to play this game.
Because no matter what you do, if you play the same game every day for months and months and months, you're going to want something new.
Exactly.
But I don't think that COD, the one thing that Fortnite has that has kept them playing for months and months and months is new content. The map changes, the seasons change with new things.
Content one more time.
It's true,
gosh,
Jay.
It's not that big of a deal.
It's a huge deal. The game is completely different than it was back in November when it started blowing up. It just is. It's not even close to the same game anymore. It's completely different. The only thing that's the same is the fact that you still build ramps and walls. The guns you play with are different. The map has changed. Everything about it is new and creative in the way that it's played. The end of the season event with the rocket was something that no game creator has ever done that brought an entire community of gamers together. The game has done so many just ridiculously big things that I don't think that COD and the way that they produce games and the way that they push for money creation through loot boxes and stuff like that is going to be able to ever overtake them. I think that the viewership on Twitch will be bigger for the first maybe month, and then it's going to go straight back to Fortnite. I don't think that I think Ninja will play it, but then he won't enjoy it and he's going to go back to Fortnite.
I'm gonna end with saying I think you're wrong, but that's just me.
Everyone in my chat says you don't know what you're saying, bro beans.
Well, let's just wait then. It's a wait and see.
Like, I'm looking forward to playing it, and I need to play the BR, but I don't think that. So, like, here's one of the things that I've seen: the looting system in the game is like complicated. I have to sit there and scroll through items. Ammo is at the end for some weird reason. I don't know why. And you have to scroll through all of it just to get ammo. There's some bugs and stuff that need to be fixed already. But I think that, you know what? There's just no chance. There's no chance that you can sit there and say, okay, you have COD. They have BR and multiplayer. So once BRs finally die, COD's going to still be successful because it has multiplayer. Once BRs die, it's going to be some new trendy game that people are going to want to play. It's not going to be like going back to like multiplayer type games.
You don't know that.
That would be my guess.
That'd be your guess.
MOBAs were huge. They got looked over. Then they got looked over.
They're still probably the biggest genre in the world.
They're still one of the biggest genres, but they still got passed over in like their mainstream like success. And when you look at like the mainstream right now is Twitch and whatever's big on Twitch. Tell me
combine all the MOBAs and combine all the battle royales. So you have more viewers. It's gonna be MOBAs.
Overall, yes, but MOBAs have been around for like 10 years. How old is League? Of course it's gonna have more viewership. over time.
No,
But right now, it's not even close.
What other game can hold viewers for that long?
None. That's my point. If it got passed over,
Exactly.
it hasn't held viewership, Jay. What do you mean? Its viewership has died off just like every other game.
Okay. H1Z1 had under 500 viewers the other day. Under 500.
Yes, H1Z1 was also created by a shitty, lazy dev studio who didn't want to push content to the game. That is a prime example. H1Z1 is a prime example of a game not pushing content, so it died. You want to sit there and talk about, oh, don't say new content. New content could have saved H1, but the dev studio didn't push it. I think you're wrong. I think that if they had pushed content,
you're saying if
before,
they would have put out,
before
let's
PUBG
say they put out
comes
a new
out,
map every map. Did they put a month? If every month they put a new map in, that game still would have died. The game was horrible.
I think that it was pretty.
It was way fun, and then they tried to fix the fun, and it did not work. They kept changing up the aiming and the hit markers instead of just keeping it how it was.
COD BR will also have to compete with Battlefield BR. I don't think the Battlefield BR is going to be very good.
Battlefield BR will suck ass because Battlefield suck ass.
Battlefield's been actually a really enjoyable game. I will say.
I hate those games, man.
Battlefield 4 was like the best Battlefield I've played yet, but I will say this: Battlefield 5 or Battlefield 5 that's coming out isn't looking too good because they've already delayed launch by like 3 weeks. So when you have a game that's been in development as long as it has and you have to delay the launch, things aren't looking good. And then there's a couple of bugs just in the beta, like major like game-ending bugs. Like you'd literally get picked up when you were downed, and then the pickup would cancel and you'd be stuck in the map. And it wouldn't fix itself and your game would crash. That happened to me like the entire beta.
Anyways, I don't want to get onto that, but yeah. I think time will tell, but
we will have this podcast on record. We'll have this on record for when Call of Duty's like viewership doesn't, when the streamers don't switch and stay there full time, and then
I think my only prediction, Fortnite will be dead by the end of this year. It won't be dead, but it won't be the top BR by the end of this year.
But the end of this year is 3 months, and there's not a single other BR that's planning on coming out. What is going to take it over? What do you think what BR is going to be better than Fortnite? 4. Not even
Black Ops 4,
you haven't even played it, Jay.
Black Ops 4, motherfucker.
You're praying to the gods for a game you haven't even played.
Maybe.
Chat, I think he's wrong. I think he's wrong, and I think he'll be proved wrong. Here's a problem with you, Jay. You're gonna sit there and do exactly what I think you're gonna do. The first month of the game, when the viewership is gonna be there, you're gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, look, it's the end of the year. It's worse," but it's not. It's not. It's come January after the whole new game. Here's the problem: is we have COD BRs coming out, okay, and then isn't Red Dead coming out in November too? So we have a bunch of games that are going to split these creators
up. Call of Duty's not coming out in November.
Coming out in October.
Yep.
Late October, almost November.
October 12th.
Oh God, so halfway into the month. Congratulations.
You're a glass half empty kind of guy, aren't you?
I think that, I think that by the end of the year, Fortnite will be back on top.
If Black Ops holds viewers over Fortnite for a month, they do not lose it.
I disagree.
It never changes back unless there's a major tournament for a day.
I think that why would the content creators go play a game where they can't play with every other big content creator? Every content creator can play together on Fortnite. Because they don't have to be restricted by the fact that a guy like Nick Merckx is playing on console.
But anyone other than Nick Merckx plays on console? What other one? Name a big content creator.
There are a bunch of these pro guys coming up that were at the tournaments.
There's Ghost Aiden. That's the only other one I can name. And that's because he killed Nick Merckx 4 times. Another console player. Oh wow. There's no other big name console player.
Yes, but if anyone did come up, they wouldn't have to. They wouldn't have to worry about not being able to play with them, Jay. Cross-platform, like literally, Fortnite has done so many big game-changing things that I don't think that there's anything that takes it over. Especially a game that has been like I enjoy COD, but the fact of the matter is nothing has really changed with COD. It feels the same as it did 10 years ago.
Beautiful.
COD developers do not update their games like Fortnite does. Fortnite also listens to their community. Very true. That's another thing that COD will never do. COD will never sit there and take criticism from the big content creators and make changes around it.
Vonderhaar already has.
With what?
So they were talking about the auto ammo pickup, and they were talking about it. You need to look it up. Good old Lord Vonderhaar.
I don't see Treyarch updating their game every week like Epic does. They won't. They can't. They physically.
It hasn't been out for a week.
I will put money. I will put a lot of money on the fact that they cannot change the game up enough to keep it interesting for more than 2 months.
Okay.
I think that the big content creators are going to stick to Fortnite because it's just like, why would Jay? How are you going to sit there and justify playing a game that costs $60 and advertising a game to your viewers that is $60 when you can get all these people a game for free?
Because it's way more fun.
Why? What makes the BR in Black Ops more fun?
Have you seen how good it is? It's so fluid, so just so fun.
They've also had a year to develop it, Jay. Fortnite did it in 2 months, and it was a fluid ass experience.
So
like arguing that it's fluid isn't an argument when they've had as much time to develop it as they have.
Why? They could take 15 years if it comes out and it's fluid this October. Beautiful. I don't care how long it took.
COD BR will die by May. Very true.
Fucking dumb. Anyways, Kay, that's all I got from my face hole to speak.
All right, guys, we're gonna call it there. Jay doesn't want to accept defeat even though he's lost.
There's no thing to lose. It hasn't came out yet. When it's the top game on Twitch, y'all better fucking bow and give 100 subs each. Cool. Okay. You gonna outro us out, Clint?
Sorry, I had to do something. Don't say stuff like that in my chat, please, Hack. That was really inappropriate.
Okay.
All right, guys. This was week 8. Jay refusing to accept defeat. We'll be back next week. Next Wednesday.
Episode 9 next week. Dude, we're almost to 10, baby.
Yeah, we don't know what we're going to talk about next week. Jay keeps changing up the topics on me.
Perfect. Okay. Keeps you on edge.
All right,
Okay,
guys.
see you guys. How it going?
We'll see you next week. See ya.